Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Daniel's Nitro RC channel. How are you all doing this evening? Hope you guys are doing good. As you can see over here, I got me a new shelf tonight. I just got done setting it all up. I put all my Nitro cars on it. Pretty cool shelf. Gets rid of rim clutter and all that stuff. So I thought, well, I'll just get a shelf to put them all on. And then I have room for just all of my Nitro RC stuff. So tonight, we're going to be working on the losi 8. And I'm going to move my work table over here to where you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me declutter this stuff real fast. I've got to put my parts for my T-Max in this. I got these bins, these clear bins. And I'm going to put all those parts in here for my T-Max. That way I don't lose anything. Just a good thing to do. So I'm going to put that stuff in there. And then they even have clear lids that you can put on to cover it up so it doesn't get all... See? I got my parts in there. I'm going to put that container up here like that so I don't lose anything. Now I gotta pick up this trash and stuff, but it's kind of nice to have those. Okay, so tonight we're gonna be working on this. So I'm gonna move the rest of my stuff out of the way. So I just have losi 8 stuff over here. Okay. I'm gonna move my table over here so you guys can see. I'm gonna angle the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, everybody. Let me grab my tool bag real fast because I need my tools. All right, let's get some upgrades on this thing. So I'm going to start by putting the tune pipe on. Hopefully I don't get my finger again like I did last time because that hurt. So we're going to put that on first. Get the body off of here. All right, now we're going to start by taking off the stock pipe. So I'm going to get my tools that I need out. We're going to need this. We're going to need some pliers. Got my little pliers here. I'm going to disconnect the exhaust hose. That'll be the first thing I do. Like that. All right, guys. I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to remove these springs here that hold the muffler on. And I'm going to try not to get my finger this time because that really hurt last time. Okay, there's one spring. I might reuse these because they're still good. Okay, there's the second one. This is going to be fairly easy. That's going to actually let me put it on. But that's okay, though, because that's what I want. I want to get this pipe on without destroying my fingers. Okay, so now there's an Allen screw down in here that holds the muffler in place. I'm going to loosen that up. Just like that. That gets it out of the clamp, and then it just simply pulls right out. You just slowly take it out, and there it is. There's the stock pipe. Now, for the upgraded mid-range pipe, So we're going to just put this pipe on. Okay, so it's these. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put my springs on that hold the muffler in place. These can be kind of a pain, but I want to get them on there right. Let's see, that one will go right here. Then I might take my pliers, put that spring on. Whoa, there's a lot of tension on those little springs. Whoops, I have no idea where that went. Up there, yes. This is going to be a challenge. I might have to use my other pliers to put it on because this has more of a grip. There we go. There's one. And that should go right. Yeah, that's awesome. Can I put another spring on? There we go. There's that one. And then the last spring. Helps if you have a good pair of pliers. There we go. Okay, so I got all those in. Now we're going to put the new gasket on because I'm going to reuse this gasket. Or I'm going to put a new gasket on, sorry. So I'm going to pull the old one off. And we're going to push the new one on. There we go. Just like that. And then I'm going to put my little set screw in for the muffler. All right, let's get this pipe in. So I'm going to push the pipe in on there. And then that should just go right on the mount. Just like that. All right. Very good. Okay. That looks awesome. Now for the fun part, the springs. I'm going to start with the bottom one. I'm just going to reuse the old ones because they're already stretched out enough. And they'll just be easier for me to get them on. Oops, I didn't quite get it in there. There we go. All right, there's the bottom one. And then don't forget to hook your exhaust hose up too, because that's important. You want to make sure all your hoses are connected back up where they were. And then we're going to take the top spring and we're going to do the same thing with that one. Pop that one in there like so. Bring it around. Grab it with the pliers. Oh, there goes the spring. Gotta grab the spring because it fell clear over here. Try not to do that again. Okay. We're gonna grab that spring and put it on the other one. There we go. Okay, guys. Got my new muffler, my new resonator on there. Pretty sweet. All right. Now all I got to do is tighten up the set screw that holds it on. Then we'll do a body fit afterwards, just to make sure everything fits. Okay, the tune pipe is on. So now we're going to put the pull rope through, and I'm going to do a body test fit and make sure everything fits the way it's supposed to. Might have to trim the body a little bit to make it fit. Yep, I'm going to have to trim it a little bit. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I will. I'll have to trim it a little bit. But that's okay, though. That's what my hobby knife set's for. They make this one a little bit better than the stop pipe. Only trimming it to where the body doesn't hit. There we go. Now I'm gonna, I don't have my servo antenna in there all the way. There we go. Now it should fit. There. There we go. That looks pretty good. Might have to go a little bit more, maybe. There we go. All right, the tune pipe is on. Okay, so that's that. So now I got it all dry fitted and the body cut for the new pipe. Now I'm gonna install the shocks and stuff. Okay. That was the first upgrade of the night, was the new resonator. Looks pretty sweet. Okay. All right. That looks really cool with that on there. Hopefully it'll give it a good power gain, I hope. They say it's supposed to. All right. Now, we're going to move on to the shock mounts. We're going to get the front shocks upgraded now. I'll be right back, guys. Just 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go check on something. Okay, so let's get these shocks put on and shock towers. I'm going to start with the front of the buggy and get the front shocks done. I'm going to prop the front up to where I can work on it. Got my little wooden hobby knife box. I'm just going to set the front up on so I have something to prop it with. There we go. Okay, let's get them shocks put on. Okay, so we're going to take off the shocks now. So I'm going to start by removing the screws that hold the shocks on. Okay, so we're going to take the bottom one off first. I got to remember which holes it goes in because it's important to remember which ones they go. You don't lose track of where everything goes. Okay, there's that one. Okay, there's that one. I just got to remember that it's the outer screws that hold it on. Why won't this screw come out? Something's going on here. Oh, it's reverse thread. Okay. That's weird. I'm just going to start. Actually, guys, I don't have to take these all the way out, I've noticed. So just go ahead and you don't have to take these screws all the way out. Looks like. Just get them started. I'm going to pull this shock out of here. Okay, there's those two. Now we're going to take the mount off. I'm going to start with this one. Those go on the bottom. Oops, I don't want to lose any of those screws. And then we're going to loosen up the top screws that hold the upper part of the mount on. Okay, there's that piece. That's kind of cool. So that one goes like that. And that one goes like that. Okay. So now we have, let's see, how does this go on? Just like this. I'm going to fit this in here. See if it'll fit. Here we go. There's that. And the tie rods will go yeah, those are cool. The bracket fits in there pretty good. All of the holes line up where they're supposed to go, so that's a plus. So we're just gonna, now I need to take these off, which is for the camber adjustments. Those are gonna be tight. So I might need my multi-wrench for that. Or a nut driver, whatever you prefer. You can use whatever you want to. I'm going to use a nut driver. It's just easier for me to get them off that way. I don't know what size those are. I think they're 1/4 inch maybe. We'll find out. Yep, 1/4 inch. You take your 1/4 inch nut driver and just loosen these up. Then you loosen up this nut that holds them on. We're going to take the other one loose. Because remember, we got to take these all the way off for the front adjusters. And then loosen up these. Okay, so those are good and loose. Now we're going to loosen up the screws and just take these off. And you got to remember how everything goes back together too when you put the new ones on. Okay. So that completes the way this all pins out. Now I have these off. Now I'm going to compare it with my new bracket and see which holes I need to put these in, or, kind of like line them up. Take them out. First of all, I'm going to put the bracket or the mount on. So we're just going to move these out of the way. And we're going to just mount the bracket back on there. And I'm using the stock screws once again. It's just like taking parts off, only you're putting them right back on, right where they belong. I just don't want to forget how this goes together. That's why I'm kind of doing it kind of quickly. That way I can put everything back where it was to begin with. And it'll also help me out determine where I need to put my camber links back in too. So just gotta tighten these all up real good. And that's that's hard anodized aluminum. So it'll be way better than the stock ones. Just gotta make sure you get everything good and tight. Okay, now I can figure out where let's see. I think it's going to be this one right here. Yep. So it'll be the inner hole on each side. Is where I need to put both of these at. Okay, so the wheels look good and straight still. That's good. That's what I want. See, now there's no shocks on it. Just testing it all out, make sure everything works right. Now we're going to put the lock nuts back on, and I'm going to tighten it up as I go. So we're going to put the lock nuts back on. And take my pliers here, and we're just going to tighten these up. And everything should be good there. And we're going to tighten up this one. Now we're going to make sure that the lock nuts are tight. Can't really get my nut driver down in there now because I put them on there. But it's okay though. So make sure everything's tight so I don't lose anything. Okay, so now that I got that done, now it's shock time. So I'm going to assume that these are going to go it's pretty close to that one there. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different because these are stock shock mount. Really beefed it up too. Okay, so I'm gonna get these bolts off of here. Holds these shocks. Actually, I need my other set. I'm not sure what size these are. Okay, it's that one. I'm gonna loosen these up. They're tight. There we go. They're tight. Okay. There's that one. Now we're gonna hold it with the pliers on the other side. And loosen this side up. Man, they were on there good. You don't mess around when they're tightening stuff up on these. We had these tight. Okay. There's the stock shock tower right there. Now we're going to build up the new shocks to put on the front. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse the boots off of here, I think. Yeah, and the stock springs. I'm just going to build these back up. Take these springs off. And we're going to put the stock ones on here. Like that. Along with, yeah, they were pretty spongy, the shocks. I don't know if these boots will fit. They probably won't. No, I don't think they will. It would be kind of well, maybe they will. It'll be kind of a stretch, but I think I could probably get it on there. we go. There's the stock spring. Now we're going to adjust it down to where the spring will go down into the shock body. Okay, so I got that one all rebuilt, or not rebuilt, but just put together. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I do have to get this down on here though, all the way. There we go. All right, there's shock number one. Putting all my parts over here. That way I don't lose track of where I put everything. Now we're going to put on the other pieces for the shock. So I'm going to take off the other piece that holds this on, so I can put it on my new one. We're going to take this little lock nut off and take this washer off. And then we're going to put a new collar on there, because it does come with collars. So we're going to open up this package here, because it has steel or little collars in there. And then we're going to put the little tiny washer back on there. Actually, I'm going to build it like that so it doesn't move. Okay, then we're going to tighten up that little lock nut again. And now it's going to lock the shock into the mount. There we go. All right. So now this one's officially ready to put in. So we'll just go ahead and put it on the buggy. I'm going to pop this in here. And then there we go. Why isn't that going in there? That screw should go right in there. I'm going to take that one out just to make sure what's going on here. Something's not right here. Oh, I see. This needs to be drilled out a little bit for it to fit. That screw's a little bit too big. Oh, shit. I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I need to figure out why I can't get the screw in here. I might have to drill this out a little bit for it to fit. Let me see if I can find something that I can ring that out with here. I don't have drill bits for that. Let's see. What else do I got in here? Should have something that'll work. I'm just testing the shock out. Pretty cool. I should have some long screws down in here somewhere. For that, here we go. Wait, will that work? Yeah, it will. I'll just use that one. Yeah, that's long enough. Then I need a bigger. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever's on. How's it going? So now I'm gonna just piece together my the other shock. That way, if I need to adjust it later, I can. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the stock springs off of here and putting them on the new ones because these are going to be way too high and they're just too tough of a spring. So I'm going to take off. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So you just take this collar off right here, and it just pops right out of there. That's what holds the spring in. Then the spring comes off like this. Then you take your new big bore shock and you do the same exact thing. You pull the aluminum collar out, pull the spring out. Then you put on the new the new spring. I'm trying to get this set right with the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or pretty close to it. So you put your new or your old spring from the buggy on here until it snaps on to the body, the shock body. Then you put your aluminum piece on, and then you just push the spring onto the aluminum piece, and then you take a pair of pliers and you just work the spring down on there to where it goes all the way down on there. Like so. See? Then you got your shock right there. So this one is about ready to go on. I just have to put the mount on, and then I'm going to test out both of them on the buggy to where I can set my suspension rate on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, the same thing, you got to take this little mount off of here. So you grab your nut driver or whatever you use, it doesn't really matter. And you take this nut off. And then you're going to just reuse this whole thing, washer included. So you're going to take the old shock off. This is the stock one. Put your new shock onto this. Flat washer. Then a nut, the lock nut. Then we're going to tighten this back down. Just like so. And that locks the shock onto the mount. Now we're going to put it onto the buggy now. So I'm going to push that down in there and start my screw. You know what? That screw is going to be the same way. Too big. I wonder why it's doing that. Oh, I know what I need to do, guys. I need to switch these out and take these. I need to take this off and put it onto the old one. You know what? I'm going to have to take the other shock off then. No, I can't do that. They won't come off. So I'm going to have to find me another screw just like the one I had. Hopefully I got another one down in here somewhere. If I don't know what I'm going to do. Because then I won't be able to get them on. Wait. Here's one. No, that's the one that I had. Here we go. Yep, I do have two of them. Got in luck on that deal. Okay, so we're going to put this screw back in and then pop the shock in there. We're going to tighten this up. Okay, now I can set my shocks now on the front. Oh yeah, that's much better. But they need to be adjusted down a little bit though, because it's a little bit too much for it. So just gonna adjust them down to where they're, you know, not so tough. There we go. You might have to bring them in too. There we go. That's better. There we go. A lot better shocks. Now we're going to put the lock nuts on the back side. Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine where I have them. Put the shocks back on. Actually, I really don't need that. I can just tighten it up with this. Wait. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to need 2 pairs of pliers for this job. You got to hold the lock nut with one, and you got to tighten up the shock with the other. I can see it starting to tighten up. Okay, there's one. Now we're going to tighten up the other one. There we go. They don't have very much travel. Unless if I... Wait a minute. Did I put these on wrong? No, I don't think I did. Like that, I guess that's just the way they are. Guess they don't need much for a race buggy. Who's watching me? I'm curious. I see I have a person watching me. Leave me a comment over here in the comment box. So this completes the whole front setup for my losi 8. Got the front shocks are done. That's what it looks like. And the tin pipe, the silver tin pipe. So I got it halfway done. Oh, wait, I got to tighten up that nut on this side for the other shock. That's right. Almost forgot to do that. So this, all these parts and stuff like that, I'm going to put back on these shocks. Okay, so now that completes the whole front end of my losi 8, and I'm gonna tighten down that one nut that I said I was going to tighten. We're gonna go ahead and hold this lock nut. I wish I had the proper tools to do this, but I don't. Okay, that is now tight. Okay, so that is the front upgraded part. It looks pretty cool. So the rear shocks. Let's see. Yeah, that is right. That should be correct on the front. So for right now, I think that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Because it's already 9 o'clock. I've been on here for an hour already. So I'm just going to put my tools away, and I'll finish the rest of it tomorrow so you guys can see me continue to upgrade it. So I'm going to clean up a little bit. I don't want the shocks to be that tight. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust them up a little bit so they don't bottom out on me. Make it just a little bit tougher, but not too much. You gotta kind of find that happy medium in it, just keep adjusting it until you get it just about right where you want it. Yeah, about right there. That's actually pretty good right there. Maybe a little bit more. About right in there. That feels pretty good. They don't bottom out as easy. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the body back on. Okay, that fits pretty good now that I cut that for where that resonator goes. So basically, the front is all done, and I like the stance of it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to raise the rear up a little bit, too. Yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. All aluminum shocks and tower mount and brand new tuned mid-range pipe. Looks pretty sweet. That's the upgrades are halfway done. I like how these shocks are. At first I was kind of skeptical because they kept bottoming out, but I figured out why, because I didn't have enough tension on the springs. See, now it's more springy. That's what you want. I had them a little bit too soft. I'm trying to get it to where they're even. Yeah, like that. There we go. That's better. That's pretty cool. What an upgrade from the stock ones. See, look at how the stock ones are kind of spongy. Look at these. They go right up, just like that. That's cool. That'll make it handle a lot better, too. Really happy with the upgrades so far. I can't wait to get the rear ones on. That'll look pretty cool with all the chrome on it. Chrome and the aluminum. Pretty sweet. I did a lot of work to it tonight. So now I'm going to put my tools back up here on my nice brand new shelf. I really like that shelf. That's nice. I've got room for all my stuff now. And it's all organized too. There's my Kyosho Camaro, guys. Look, I still have it. And there it is. And I finally got it out too. I had it in a box underneath the bed. I'm not sure where that little washer came from. Oh, that was from the stock shop. Okay, so that concludes tonight's video. You have watched me put on my brand new shocks, my big bore shocks, and the shock tower on the front. And like I said, that's really responsive shocks right there. Pretty sweet. And then I put my new racing tires on today for the street. Pretty excited about that. Couldn't be any more happier with how it's turning out with all these cool upgrades and stuff. And then also, while I'm on here, I ordered all my parts for my red T-Max over here. I ordered 2 steel spur gears, 2 slipper clutch plates, some slipper pins, the little rubber ones. Then I also ordered, let's see, what else did I get? I got a whole bunch of stuff coming. I don't even remember what all I ordered, to tell you the truth. But I know it's a lot of parts. And then I'm going to be ordering my Jado here soon. I've been wanting to get one of those, so I'm going to have my Jado again here soon. I'm going to order that on eBay here within a few days. So when I get that, I will do an unboxing video of that as well, because then that'll complete my RC collection. What I did have before, I have back almost all except for my Jado. I missed that one, and I can't wait to get it back. But other than that, this concludes this video. I mean, I'm pretty much done for the night. I put all that I could put on tonight on here. So stay tuned for the next video, because I will be on possibly tomorrow again. And I'm going to finish the upgrades on this bad boy. I'm going to put the rear shocks on so you guys can see the rear ones. And I don't know if I'm going to keep these springs on there. I might use the stock springs like I did the fronts, because that's just got the right amount of bounce to it, and it's just right for the car. It's pretty responsive for the shocks. As far as the camber goes, it's pretty good. It didn't really change anything moving it around. It looks pretty good, and the steering still works great. So I have no issues there. Even though the shock tower was for a losi 4.0. I mean, this is a much better upgrade, guys, for shocks. If you have one of these cars or one of these race buggies, I highly recommend that you get some of these big bore shocks and shock towers, because if you felt this how I am now, it's pretty responsive for the shocks compared to the stock one. See how they're just spongy. Well, this one is pretty responsive compared to that one. So it's pretty cool. I can't wait to get this one on and finish it up. Be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Get it all done, and it'll be pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm really excited about finishing it up. So And I can't wait to hear what this thing's going to sound like with this new resonator on it. I haven't even ran this yet, so I'm just upgrading it all, and then I'm going to run it. So pretty cool. So stay tuned for my next video. I hope you all have a great night. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down there. It would help me out a lot. I love doing this in my free time, guys. This is what I'm made to do this. I love this kind of thing, and this is my hobby right here. Thank you all again for watching. Have a good night.